Hello everyone, welcome to our panel presentation for Fire Emblem E3 2017. I'm Galastan, one of the writers and editors on the Staff of Ages team. We have a lot of exciting things coming down the pipeline in the very near future, so we thought it would be best to show you these things up close and personally. We will also cover what we've been doing recently with the hack, which will make for a good refresher if you haven't kept up with us since last FE3. Without further delay, let's take a look back at what we've done in the year leading up to today's presentation. Last year, we unveiled the final 4 chapters of Staff of Ages' first arc, in which Belle reunites with Sawyer and Owen to go take down Seneca. We were very proud that we finally made it to the thrilling conclusion of the story we started setting up way back in 2015. And while we were very excited to continue forward, we couldn't help but look back at all the things we thought we could do better. As such, while Arc 2 has been steadily progressing in the background, we dedicated some of our time and energy on polishing up Staff of Ages' first arc. The first thing you may notice when starting up a new playthrough is the new skill system. We implemented this feature at the beginning of July, and it's been featured in other hacks like Void's Blitzar Adventure, so many of you are probably already familiar with it. It bears a resemblance to skill systems in titles like Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates, but is far less oppressive than in both those titles. Each unit is outfitted with one personal skill to start out with, alongside any baseline class skills like Canto and Steel. Taking a look at Belle here, for example, we can see that the only skills she has are her Canto skill, which allows her to move again after taking a non-combat action, as well as her personal skill, Swift Justice, which allows her to critically strike more often in a pinch. Each character's personal skill seeks to reflect their personality, or ideals, and will make each unit unique to command. But these aren't the only skills your characters will ever obtain. At level 10 of each character's base class and promoted class, they will receive a class skill that all members of their class will share, including many enemies. And as you can see, she is now outfitted with Charm, which will buff nearby allies' damage. We hope you'll enjoy using and playing around with the new skill system, and we'll be awaiting your feedback about it as well. And to wrap up the Arc 1 changes, let's talk about the story. We weren't 100% satisfied about many aspects of Arc 1's story. Many of the earlier chapters featured an antiquated writing style in comparison to the rest of the game. We've adjusted much of how the characters deliver their lines, but not about the content therein. It is still mostly the same story. The only major aspect of the story we heavily altered regarded a certain person with nebulous motivations. If you haven't played through Staff of Ages yet, and you're looking to get involved, please stop watching here and catch up to the end of Arc 1. The rest of the video will deal very heavily with spoilers. Federica's character was challenging for us to do right the first time around. We were excited to meet our FE3 deadline and neglected several aspects of her character and the things she affected. These changes have been resolved to a point in the current build, and we're happy with where she stands in the overall narrative now. We hope you'll appreciate these fixes as much as we do, and we hope you're looking forward to how her character develops as the story progresses. In addition, we made some minor miscellaneous changes that don't interact too heavily with the overall narrative, but will impact certain characters a bit more heavily than others. Bergenstein no longer give away Oberon's tactics in the Fortuden Civil War, and instead highlight Seneca's actions atop the throne. Seneca's assassination of Queen Galvesta also plays out a bit differently, giving more substance to Galvesta and Seneca's motivations. Finally, a few pieces of King Oberon's dialogue have been changed to make him more intimidating. He also takes damage when Seneca takes a cheap shot on him. We hope that these changes will improve your overall experience with Staff of Ages, and lay a good foundation for what we expect to deliver in the upcoming months. With Belle rendered comatose after her fateful encounter with King Oberon of Arenden, and Lords Owen and Sawyer separated, our writing team was presented with an interesting challenge about how to tackle the Staff of Ages route split. With the Lords venturing to different parts of the continent of Velhari, we took this as an opportunity to develop each of the new leads' personalities. Whichever Lord you pick to travel with, you will get to know on a very close basis. Since Sawyer won the Serene's Forest poll, with 112 people pledging their support to him compared to Owen's 96, we've chosen to showcase the first chapter of his route at this year's FE3 presentation. If you choose to follow Sawyer's path, you'll venture from Fortuna and into Velhari's easternmost territories, Gahum and Ispatha, Along the way, he'll meet new allies, encounter dangerous new enemies, and discover the role these two territories will play in the inevitable confrontation with Arenden. Owen's route will proceed into the frozen heart of Tosca, a tsardom ruled with an iron fist and an unwavering loyalty to Arenden. Owen will encounter friends and enemies of his own, all while the primal forces of the land itself slink silently in the shadows. The Arc 2 route split will feature 2 new, distinct stories with 8 unique chapters, 6 new and exclusive characters, the promotion feature you all know and love, new music, updated and polished animations, and opportunities for units who have stayed behind in Fortuita to continue their training in 2 shared side story chapters. Thank you for supporting Staff of Ages. We hope to announce when you can get your hands on the first 4 chapters of each route soon, but we will continue working diligently to release them as soon as we can. Please enjoy the rest of the FE8 presentation, and support all the other fantastic content creators in their endeavors. They, along with us, are working for you, the Fire Emblem community. Thank you.